Okay, so if you have been sleeping under a rock, the Fed released their December meeting minutes. And in this, they declared that they are going to raise rates, but we already knew that. They were going to start tapering. We also already knew that, and they already are tapering. But also that they're going to decrease their balance sheet. So that is their purchases of assets are going to start selling off. And the market has reacted pretty dramatically. And not just the cryptocurrency market, but also the stock market. So what does this mean for us? What's the strategy we're going for? What is the TA saying in the market right now? So I just want to add a little bit of a positive note to this video. And I mean, literally, I tested positive for COVID-19. I caught it on the 1st of January in 2022, this year, obviously. And I'm literally starting the year off on a positive note. So this video is coming to you from my COVID isolation where I'm currently on the mend. And I am feeling a little bit off. I'm feeling a lot better than I was a few days ago, but I'm on the mend and I am still feeling a little bit off. So if I seem a little bit off, it's because of that reason. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's jump into Bitcoin's chart. Now, are we in a bear market? Well, a bear market or a cryptocurrency winter is typically defined when we stay below the 200-day moving average. Have we dipped below that? Absolutely. This is the blue line, the 200-day moving average. Have we dipped below that before and risen above it? Absolutely, we did. We dipped far more below it than we are dipping right now in that May crash, that big end of May crash. But something I want to show you guys, at points of capitulation, Bitcoin really does seem to pump. You can see capitulation pump to the upside, capitulation, massive pump to the upside, another capitulation, pump to the upside, and here we are capitulating again. But is, this going to play out? Again, I don't know. I have been doing a lot of research on Bitcoin, really trying to structure my portfolio in preparation for, what's to come in 2022. And I do think one of the biggest things to affect not just Bitcoin, but the entire market is what the Fed plans on doing. So I'm watching that very closely. So if you guys remember last week, I showed you the bearish head and shoulders pattern that was forming on Bitcoin. And obviously that played out because we broke down. Now we found support at previous support levels for the end of September when we capitulated at the end of September, which was in and around the $40,000 mark. We've found support levels there again. It's crazy how much these support levels play out. But I actually am expecting us to fall down further. I do think we could see a relief rally. Honestly, I'm praying for a relief rally right now, just to get out of some nasty trades that I was in. But I do see us falling down further before we start moving upwards. And I see us falling down to the 0.786 Fibonacci level, which was actually previous support back here in August, at the beginning of August. So I am setting my limit order for about $38,000 Bitcoin. That is where I'm setting my limit orders. If we break down further, I will be buying more Bitcoin. So something that I want to say to you guys is that I don't think if we are in a bear market that this is going to play out like previous bear markets. I think we have way too much institutional investment. We have nations that have made Bitcoin legal tender like El Salvador. We have a lot more of a growth rate. We have the network effect that is affecting, the growth rate of users for the metaverse, gaming, NFTs. There's a lot more happening within the cryptocurrency space. So I do not think that a full-fledged bear market is going to play out like it has in the past. I think that Bitcoin is a lot more stable right now. It's a lot more secure because of this institutional investment. Also, the level of Bitcoin on exchanges is very minimal. Very minimal. That's also something to keep in mind. I don't think at the end of the day it's going to take much to move this market up if we do get, a big pump of growth or we do get some really, really good news. So that is my honest opinion on what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. So before I get into Solana's technical analysis, I want to show you guys this article by FX Street. They have really good technical analysis based articles. So the headline says that Solana hit strong support zone and that Sol will return to $200 as long as $140 is maintained. So Solana's price hammered lower over the past 9 trading days. Strong buying as Sol dipped into the strong support zone. There was a bearish fake out. Likely buyers are trickling in at new 3-month lows. Okay, so we're just going to jump into Solana's technical analysis. Now we haven't broke below the 200-day moving average. We're still above it, which is a pretty good sign for Solana. And I think Solana is showing some strength, just like that article said. So from the oscillator perspective, which is the relative strength index, which is here, this is the first test of 50 for the RSI since July 16th, 2021. So this test comes as Solana's price hits this key support level. So we have tested the oscillator. We're finally oversold on the oscillator. And we have hit key support areas here. So this price level is exceptionally positive for Solana. Because if we can hold this level, then I do see us moving higher. Okay, so just looking at some Fibonacci levels for Solana. So you can see that we have dropped down and we seem to be holding the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is what we hit back in September, late September. So we broke onto the upside, broke down to the 0.5 level, broke on up, broke back down to the 0.5. So this is a really solid support level for Solana, like that article was saying. I do think we're going to hold this level and break on to the upside. Solana has so much growth. It is the most developed blockchain. Developers are flocking to Solana more than any other blockchain. Solana is number one. It has a lot of growth, cheap transaction fees. I do see that Solana is going to hold and move upwards. But saying that, Bitcoin and the entire space and what happens with the Fed, that can also break things down further. So if Bitcoin crashes again, potentially Solana is going to crash more as well. So the next place that I'm setting a limit order for Solana is a 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is in and around $112 for Solana. That is where I will be setting another limit order for Solana. Okay guys, so before I get into KADENA's technical analysis, if you're enjoying this video, please don't hesitate to smash that like button or give us a subscribe, hit the notification bell, because we have really good content on this channel. All right, let's get back into this. Okay, so just going into KADENA's technical analysis. Now, I just want to start off by saying, isn't it wild that in August of 2021, KADENA was trading at in and around 40 cents? I find that so crazy. And I got into KADENA in and around the $6 mark. It was in and around here. This is where I got into KADENA, where we had this bullish pendant and then we broke on out to the upside. And I remember when we were having these massive parabolic moves upwards, I was telling you guys to wait for a pullback, don't get in now, wait for a pullback. And we indeed pulled back pretty hard. This was a massive pullback. Now, I just want to say that I'm a long-term believer in KADENA. I see this coin going to $50. I see this coin going to $100. I see so much potential in this coin. So these pullbacks, I'm not worried about. I see these pullbacks as opportunity for KADENA. So what you guys will notice with KADENA is that we have touched on the previous December support level here. We've actually pushed past it downwards, and I think we're heading to the 0.786 Fibonacci level. I don't think this is going to hold. I think we're going to move further down for KADENA. Now, the reason for this is because this is a really strong support level for KADENA. So I see us dropping to the previous swing high. So we had this bullish pendant here. This was our previous swing high moment where we consolidated and then we pushed on out to the upside. This usually counts as a really good support level when we have these swing high support levels here. So where we've seen consolidation before a big move to the upside, this is probably where we're heading. So I'm setting limit orders at the 0.786 Fibonacci level. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.